Hey guys, it's Meme and welcome to Made It Society number 2. Can I remember that? Can I remember that this is the second one as we go on? Can I keep numbering them? No, I probably can't. How is everyone? How are you guys doing today? Hope you're ready to play, and I hope you're ready to not stress, because we're not going to stress. We're not going to worry if we even had not enough of our prep work done. I'm not talking to myself. Um, we're not going to stress, right? So, how is everyone? Are we ready to get started this morning? We've got 3 projects. It's going to be super cash. We're going to just enjoy each other. Tell me by giving me a number 1 if you plan to craft along today, or just tell me that part. If you plan to craft along, type a number 1 in the chat or play along, and let me see what you guys are up to. Thanks for loving the new house videos. I appreciate that very much. Love the wallpaper. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm enjoying vlogging for you guys. I'm kind of going to be sad when the house is over. We're not anywhere near there, but I'm kind of going to be sad when it's over. I did pick up some stuff yesterday, and I've got to film what we did. You know what I'm really bad at in this whole vlogging thing? I'm bad at filming the processes. Like I'll go, I bought this, I put it here. I bought this, I put it here. I'm bad about showing you me putting it there. But I think you still get the point. I think you do. So a lot of you going to craft along today. That's awesome. This ought to be a fun one. Thank you so much. Thanks. I had a lot of people, I think I did not say it was peel and stick, because I had a lot of people saying, removing wallpaper is misery. This is peel and stick. I've already put it up in places and took it down because I didn't like it. So we're good on that part. I should have clarified that, but I didn't. All right. We're going to craft. Now, I did not send you a link because you really don't need one. Because like I said, I'm just going to make the screen big in a minute and start crafting anyway. So Vinny's in the room if we need him. And they can hear you. And this is just on YouTube. So
I just didn't know if you wanted me to watch the comments.
Well, you can on YouTube if you want to. You don't have to sign in to do it. And working right now, so I can't. Oh, you can't craft along because you're working. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think the wallpaper in the kitchen changed everything. No, I think the counters changed everything, but the wallpaper did more. If you're here going, what is she even talking about? So we're moving house. We are downsizing, and I've been filming a lot of the process. I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to get better, but been filming the process, and you guys can see that. We're just putting it on this channel, so you don't have to search for it. All the vlogs are on this channel. And I do think I want to kind of take y'all along. We talked about yesterday, we might even vlog afterwards. I don't know what we'll do afterwards, but we'll figure something else. We got a way to go. Let's do today. I did a thing again. And we can do it that way. I know some of you guys are very, very precise in your planning. I know some of you need everything to be very, very precision. And so whenever I send you these PDFs, you prep in that order. And I know that it messes with you when I get out of that order. But I never send those to you in the order. I don't think about that. I just send you the PDF and here's what we're going to be doing. And I don't really mean for us to do it in that order. I just send them to you. I really send them to you as I design them. That's how it works. So, I don't want you to be upset if we don't go in that order, but just know, typically, we're going to go in easiest to what I think is the most detailed. And honestly, I would really like to always do the scrapbook page last and do the cards first. So today, what I want to do, if you've never been with us before, if you're brand new, what is Made It Society? This is a free event we do every month, the first Saturday of the month at 10 a.m., where we make 3 projects together. We do a couple of cards and a scrapbook layout is what I plan. And you can get the information. Like, I send out this PDF to give you the measurements ahead of time. Okay. So you can be prepped to craft along today. If you want to receive that, you need to sign up for our email and text messaging, because that's how we send that out to you. Okay. So make sure, if you want to be able to craft along, you have that information. Also today, as I'm talking about anything, in case you're new here, we have 2 websites, mememadeit.com and memeevents.com. So if you want to know about our products that we carry in our store, anything I'm showing today, you look at mememadeit.com, and anything event related. And we do have a lot coming up. There's a lot of classes. There's a lot happening over there. Go to the event site. Okay. So this is page 1 of the kit, or the PDF you get. I really want to start with the Silly Goose card today. This is the one I want to start with. I'm very excited about it. Okay. this is something I want to tell y'all. Anytime I send you this information, this is like what's going to get us going, but you can always edit later. And what I suggest is make along with me or follow along with me and then make your changes in your next one. Always consider what we're doing here, your tester. Okay. So let me show you my pieces that I cut. We will start with my card base is just an A2 base. Okay. Then I have this piece that's going to be my Bacchus piece. And that's how I'm going to say it, my Bacchus piece. Then I have this that's going to be a layer piece, okay? Then I have all my little pieces that are going to feature my little silly goose. I cannot wait to show y'all how this is going to work. I think it's going to be super cute. And remember, you can use whatever you have, whatever stamp set. And it's kind of a challenge for me to create these cards where it can be any stamp set you want to use, because I don't really know what stamp sets y'all have, and I don't really know, like for me, I can take a stamp set and create a card around it, but I'm trying to create a card that any stamp set will work in. Okay. So that's what this one's going to be today. So this is what I have cut. So we have an A2 base. We have 1 3 3/4 by 5. That's this layer. We have 1 3 by 4 mat. And for our squares, we have 1 2-inch square and a 1 3/4 to go on top, 1 1 3/4 square and a 1 1/2 to go on top, and then 1 1/2 and a 1 1/4 to go on top. All of that's listed in your PDF. Okay, so you already had that. So grab these pieces. Let's put all our decorator and our card base pieces aside and let's work on these guys. They're going to be super fun. I'm going to pull up my Silly Goose stamp set. Let me get a few blocks so I don't have to reload as we go. And we're going to be focusing on their faces. Okay, so I'm going to load these guys up on some blocks. And I'm not too worried about their body. See how I've got it hanging off the block? I'm not really worried about that. I'm focusing on their faces. How many of you have Silly Goose and are going to use Silly Goose today? If you don't have Silly Goose, if you have a stamp set that has a character that maybe has maybe you have a set of sheep, or maybe you have a set of cats or dogs or moo cows or whatever, something where you can focus on them here. Maybe you have a floral set. Maybe you have something with pretty flowers where you could do different flowers on them. Maybe you have something with words. You want to do some words. I'm going to be using, you're using Oh Nuts. The squirrel will be so cute on this. Okay. So that's going to work perfect. Let me show you my plan. I'm going to use some VersaFine, a baby elephant. Cute. I'm going to use some VersaFine here. Okay. And I'm going to ink up just the head of one of my geese, and you guys can just play right along just with whatever you've got. And I'm just going to stamp him willy-nilly. I just want his face. We're basically creating a gallery of geese is what I'm going to do. A gallery of geese. Look how cute. So see how it just kind of, I don't know, that's just so cute to me. It just kind of brings him to the forefront. All right, let's do this little guy. Let's go. I'm going to go with the guy with the top hat on, or what is that called? It's a derby, isn't it? With the derby on. And we'll let him be a little cutie in here, like so. Little crooked. Oh, I better not do them all the same crooked. I've got him going that way. Let's put him coming in this way. I just don't want everybody facing in the same direction. Look how cute. It just brings them up. Look how sweet that is. I just love that. Okay, and then one more. How is this so fun? How do we get to do this together on, this is so fun. So fun. All right, and then this sweet little girl and her little bow. We're going to get her. Oh my goodness, look at this girl. She's so fresh. Isn't that cute to kind of look like, in my mind, this card looked like a gallery of pictures, like you were snapping pictures or something. So go ahead and get your 3 images stamped. Okay. I had not planned to color these guys, but I think it might be cute to just give them some yellow beaks. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get some color pencils because I used pigment here. So I'm not going to use an alcohol marker. I'm going to grab some colored pencils. And I think I have a color that's kind of a peachy color. Their beaks won't be yellow, I don't think. They do look like they're photo bombing. I have this little kind of brownie peach color. That might, I don't know. I may do a tester. I've got some extras over here stamped, so I can do a little tester. This is too peachy, but it might work. And if all else fails, we'll do yellow, because geese do have yellow beaks. So we'll see. Or I don't know what their beaks are. I have discovered that geese are a lot of different things than I realized. Let's do a tester. Let's do this color first. I need my glasses. I cannot see. Let me try this color. Huh? Oh, I didn't even turn them on. But I mean,
The screen looks pretty bright.
we're probably okay. Matter of fact, I meant to blow this up so you aren't having to look at the top of my head. There's no sense in y'all having to do that. Okay, so this is kind of a brown beak, and I don't really like that. I feel like it looks like you fell in the dirt, so I'm not going to use that color. Let's try peach. I want the beaks to kind of match my background. You don't have to. You certainly could just do yellow. That's kind of cute, that little peach. I don't dislike the peach. I think I'm going to do that. So all of them are going to get a peach beak, and I'm going to need my blender pencil, which should be right here somewhere. Let me dig. There it is. I'm going to use my blender to smooth this out. If you don't have one of these Prismacolor blenders, they worth it. We have those in store too. They are worth it. And y'all going to think this is crazy, but I kind of want to sharpen this dude. Where'd my sharpener go? There's a sharpener in that box. Because I don't know where I haven't used mine in so long. It might be on Shannon's desk. Yep, it's a Prismacolor sharpener. I want to sharpen this guy. Hey, if you're here going, wow, she's not prepared. This is how Made It Society is. We're just playing along. These glasses have got to come back in stock. They have got to, because everybody loves it. It's in a container. It's probably in the bottom box. Everybody wants the glasses. And I agree. They're great. I love them. I use them a lot. There we go. Perfect. All right. I'm getting me a new one. There's some perks to being left with stuff from Thursday night. Nobody can complain because, hey, Amber gave it to me. It's mine now, right? All right. Let me show you how this works. Here's the Prismacolor sharpener. See those two pieces there? You can look on the little graphic and see which one is the wider and which one is the sharper. I don't know. I think I want to do this one because I don't want it super sharp. I never do well with that. Yeah, I'll show y'all the blender in just a second. I went into one and then no, I didn't. I went to the same one. Okay. Let's see how this does. All right, let me zoom y'all in because I want y'all to see how the blender works. It's one of my favorite tools. We do have blenders in stock, right? I didn't even look. I just assumed. That's what I get. We went a little blurry because we got too close. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take this guy, put my glasses back on. I'm going to color his little beak, and I'm going to let y'all see this, okay? When you're coloring with color pencils, sometimes they don't get super smooth, and sometimes you want to blend two colors together. Today, I'm not blending two colors together. I'm just going to color with one color, but I want to smooth out the color because I like it to look a little more solid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Color pencils can sometimes be splotchy, no matter how hard you try. So if I bring this up to camera, see how it's a little splotchy? Not too bad. I'm going to check this guy because I hadn't used him in a while. See how he's got a little bit of dirt? We need to clean that off. And all you do is like I have a little pad beside me here. All you do is this number or sharpen it. And I think I'll sharpen mine. I hadn't been sharpened in a long time. I have not sharpened this guy in forever. Ooh, nice. Look at that point. Nice. Okay, now what I'm going to do is come back and go over that color pencil. And this just softens it, moves it where I want it. Now, I will tell you this blender, in my experience, can move ink. So I try to avoid the ink as much as I can. Like that little dot on his nose, I'm not going to run over that because I could smear it with this blender. What a difference that makes. I'll bring it up and show you in just a second. And if you're blending colors together, like if I wanted to shade this, it would be beautiful. Look at the difference. See how the color just softened out? I love that. Let me do the others real quick. So even if you like to color in circles and you make those little circles, then when you take your blender, you just smooth it right on out. I have a video using this guy. I need to do a short on him too, don't I? I haven't done that in a long time. I have a video on him from years ago where I show you how to blend colors with him. So you can check that out before you make a purchase if you want. I don't know if Tamitha remembers that, but she probably does. She remembers all videos. It was a long time ago. It might have been a live show even. All right, so I got him smoothed out, and let's do the little girl. Hello, little girl. They look like they got their Easter beaks on. Getting ready for Easter. You guys all ready for Easter? We have the kids coming over tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Our first get together at the new house. That'll be exciting. Cute, cute, cute. I like the little peach beaks. They're cute. Okay, let me zoom back out. Got my glasses staring me in the face right there. Let me zoom back out. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces and I'm just going to mount these guys on here like little frames, just like that. And I'm just going to glue them down. And you can do that with wet glue, tape, whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? Oh, man, I'm glad y'all made those baskets. They're so fun. They are so fun. Look how cute. He looks like a picture frame. That's what I love about it. It looks like a little gallery. Little picture frame. Doing the dot method. Placing this guy on his little spot. So you should have 3 little picture frames when you get this done. Notice how I left everything else black and white. I just did that one pop of color. I love the one pop of color. I think it's fun. And if you're not confident in your coloring, and I am not, that is a cool way to go. Now, you might want to color their bows. You know, you might want to do something to match this and put their little bows in color, which might not be a bad thing. Let me see what I got here. This green might really, it might be bright. Let's do it on our tester. I kind of like having this little tester guy. That's a little too bright for me. Let me check another green. A little too bright for this card. That was a little too dark, I think. Let's test on this guy. Yeah, I'm not loving my greens. So I may not do that, but it's an idea. Let's try this one. I do feel like it needs to be green. Nope, I'm going to let it go. But you could if you wanted to. I have more across the room. I'm just not going to go over there and get them. Oh, wait, there's one more. Is that a green? Is that a green? Let me see. That's not too shabby. I don't know. I'm leaving them because this is what I do to myself. I always make things worse. Okay, now I got to score and crease my card base. I think what I need to do is bring my markers and things closer for these. I'm learning for Made It Society. I tend to kind of play. So I need to bring some of the stuff that I normally get up and go get when I'm filming. I need to bring it closer. So just going to score and crease. I'm still way too zoomed in. There we go. Let's flip this guy and fold him down and crease him. I'm just throwing stuff. I'm just throwing stuff on the desk. Okay. Now, this mat, okay, is going to go just like this. It's going to have 1/4 of an inch all the way around. I did that on purpose. I wanted it to look like that. This guy is going to lay here. And this is how I designed it. And this is how I'm going to do it. But I will tell y'all something. I really do think it would be cute if there was another border around this one, but I'm not doing that because I didn't tell y'all to. Okay. So I'm going to glue this one down. I think I'm going to glue both of these directly down. I'm definitely going to dot method this because I need to wiggle it into that 1/4 inch space. And if you want to be, do y'all remember this trick I taught y'all with your yellow tape? If you take your yellow tape and you put it on the edge of your card, remember we made a little 1/4 inch mark. I don't really have to use these. I kind of did these for people who struggle with it because I can kind of eyeball. But if you do that, that gives you 1/4 inch mark to line up to. Mine need to be replaced. I have used them so much. They are worn out. Mostly just showing y'all on camera. See that? So I'm lining up to that. Peel that away so I can double check. That looks pretty good. Might go up a teeny bit. So there's that guy all laid in place. By the way, this is the Silly Goose paper pack. I just don't feel like I can use any other paper pack with this guy but Silly Goose. Makes sense, right? He's a silly goose. He needs Silly Goose paper. All right, I'm putting him straight down. I'm going to line him up in this center. Just eyeball it. And then I think I'm going to pop the little picture, some of the pictures up. Here's what we have to do, okay? You want to get to this point. Then you have to play with the placement. Okay, you have to play with placement. Let's get our picture because I think it's good to see this. Let me say this. You don't have to lay it out like this. This is just how I did it, okay? You can lay it out so many different ways. But this guy will end up here, and he's going to hang off of our back mat. That's what's going to give us that interest and that kind of going to create like texture and movement, okay? Then our 1.5 inch guy will go up here in some way. And remember, if you stamped and they overlap funny, don't worry about it. Just switch them around. The peach beaks are cute. That really pops. And then I wanted this guy down here. I love that. I think that's adorable. I really do. I think I'll glue him down and then pop these guys up. Or I could pop him up half and pop these up double, but that's a pretty thick card, but it might be cute. I got an idea. I have a really thin foam. This is from Dress My Craft. I think I'll use some of it on the bottom guy, and then I'll use my regular foam on the other guy. You just do what you got, okay? Play with your tools, use what you've got. I like this really thin. I got to put my glue pen back in before we're in trouble. I like this really thin. We probably should get this for everybody. I have this from the class we did, and I don't think we have this in store. They're really thin, Dress My Craft. I mean, it's really thin. It's almost a 1/16 of an inch, and I do like it for creating different levels of height.
So it's just a thin pop-up?
Look how thin it is.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's really good, though. We used it in our Dress My Craft class that we did together. So some of y'all probably have it. Some of y'all probably have. A lot of y'all should, because there were like 400 people in that class. Have y'all signed up for the class I have coming up next? I cannot wait. We've partnered with Cartabella and Echo Park to bring you guys a Make It Go Round. That is going to be so fun. There are some seats available, and you want to get in quick because what you want is you want to be in the first that get the kit shipped out. I'm going to come down about like this. I'm just guessing. But if you want to be in that class, grab a seat. Okay. They're selling really well. They have not sold out. And fortunately, at this point, we have a lot of time because we can tell Echo Park and Cartabella how many we need. I'm looking for my phone, you guys. It's right here. We can tell them how many we need right now. So we're okay right now. But I may have to cut it off at a certain point. There it is listed for you guys right there for the Make It Go Round. Don't use black. I don't think I want to use black. Let's use white. Let's use these guys up real quick. These are 8 mils. Grab this guy. Let me see where that needs to go. Needs to go here. Well, I pushed it on and did not turn backwards. Didn't turn sideways. Then I need one to go here. And then I need one in this corner. And I think I'll put a little glue right here. I pushed some dry glue down there. I felt me do it a while ago. I shouldn't have done that. Now I got to push it out. There it comes. Okay. This guy's going to live in this corner. I love that. I love that. And then this guy, where does his glue need to go? Put him about like that. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. So this corner is no foam. The no foam corner. There we go. Little bit of glue. You signed up for the sticker class. I'm excited about the sticker class. I really am. I think it's going to take a lot of confusion out for you guys. I love any of the Cricut classes. They're some of my favorite to teach. I got to be honest. I love teaching Cricut. Look at that. Just found out yesterday, we were in an art council meeting in our local area, and we're planning classes for this year for our area, and we have 6 lined up for the end of the year. They're local. They're in-person classes, but I'll be teaching. Penny from So Charming will be teaching. Clack from Clack Shack will be teaching. Missy from Rustic Relics. And Kelly, this is why I was saying it, and Kelly from our local theater is going to do a Canva class, and I'm signing up for it because I'm excited about that because we can do a lot with Canva. Now, all this needs is a sentiment. Look at that. Let me put my pen back in and we'll do a sentiment. I cannot wait for the Make It Go Round. They're always so fun. So fun. Let's see. What do we want this one to say? You still give me goosebumps. One more waddle around the sun. You quack me up. 100%. That's what we wanted to say. You quack me up. Me too. I could put these glasses on one of these guys. Oh my gosh, he needs those glasses, y'all. I will ruin it. I'm not going to do it. The reason I would is because there's nothing underneath there. If I had foam underneath there, I would 100% do it. But I think I want you quack me up right there. I love that. I love that. I think it's cute. I want to put it on some color. Let's use pink. Look at my scraps. Y'all see all my scraps in here? What's on the back of plaid? Oh, that's not bad. But I think pink might be the one I want. Have I got a tiny pink scrap? Yeah, that pink is it. That pink is the one. I think this is a good use of your stamps. Like if you're trying to get a lot of use out of one stamp set, this is a good way to do it, right? Let me see what that message says. It says, not sure if you mentioned this before, but can you get the Cricut classes anytime? You can. If you buy the class, even if you can't attend the stream when we do it live, you can watch it anytime afterwards. And I try to do the classes multiple times so people can take advantage of them. Like we've done boot camp 3 times now. And a lot of people have been able to take advantage of that one. So that's good. This card is inspiring you. Yay. Get into your stamps, you guys, and play. You quack me up, silly goose. I think I'll put silly goose on the inside. You quack me up. I kind of want to cut this kind of shaped. Let me show you. Oh, let me show you. What does that say? Had to get in on the online Make It Go Round. I love all the online classes. Oh, yay. I'm glad you did. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you get a kit in that class. So that'll be fun too. Do I want it just I might just want a square. And I might. Oh my goodness. Let's be extra. Why not? It's fun day, right? We can play and do whatever we want. So let's be extra. I'm gonna map that little guy. I don't need to, but I think it'll be cute. So I'm gonna put a little green around it. How's y'all's coming? You doing your cards along with me? How's it going? I just think this needs to pop a bit. Just a bit. Just a whittle. Where my scissors go? There they are. Just glue the large square. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I love that so much. So cute. I'm going to glue it straight down. I kind of want it to come down a bit. Oh, I need it to go in. I want some of that orange to show. Move on over. I love that. This turned out cute. I love that. All right, let's do Silly Goose on the inside. Silly Goose. You're a pushover for any duck or goose. Well, just wait, because this is the year of it. I'm just telling you right now, this is the year of the goose, isn't it, babe?
It could be.
We've seen some sneak peeks of some stuff, and it is the year of the goose, and I'm very excited about it because I too think they're adorable. Okay. I got ink where I don't want it, so I got to clean it, or I'm going to get ink where I don't want it. You see what I'm saying? Have to clean that off, or I would have a mess. May still get a mess, but we'll see. Silly Goose. There we go. And then you can write what you want. Silly Goose, I love you. Silly Goose, you're my favorite. Silly Goose, whatever. Oh, maybe I want to stamp What'll I Do Without You in there. Let's do that. Let me clean these guys. Because that one's pretty juicy. That one's pretty juicy. Your niece's baby theme is goose. I love that. That is adorable. Okay. Put this guy back. Clean dish one. Thanks, Dennis. I think it turned out cute too. I like it. How was y'all's? Remember, I want to see pictures of what you're making today. When Made It Society is over, I want you to flood our Facebook group. May made it and so did I. Also, some of you are loading baskets. You remember we're doing a little giveaway. If you make one of our baskets like we made the other night in the live show and you post your version of it over on our Facebook group, you're entered to win a $50 gift card. And you have, didn't I give the whole month? I can't remember how long I gave. Tamitha can tell me, but I think I gave y'all the whole month to do it. Oh, thanks, Patty. I hope you feel better. Is the scrubber back in stock yet?
It was on back order from the distributor.
Oh, no. It's so great. It's so great. Okay. This is where we mess things up because we can't leave well enough alone. Nah, we're good. Which square has the thicker foam tape? Let me show you. I'll flip it over. So I did the thicker foam tape on these two and the thinner on this guy. So because he's below. So that way it levels everything out. And then I just glued these corners to him. And they're not perfect, but they're there. I love this little card. Silly Goose, what'll I do without you? You quack me up. This is a cute card. I like this card a lot. A lot. I got a little something right here. Use a little mono sand eraser. Get rid of that. I think those baskets are perfect for Mother's Day, bridal showers, teas, graduation teas, anything. They're so cute and they're easy to make. Easy to make. Yes, on April 30th, Tamitha will pick a winner in the basket contest. The sand erasers are well worth it. They help you whenever you make mistakes. All right, guys, that's card number 1. If you have yours finished, give me a 1. And if you're still working, give me a 2. We won't necessarily wait till everybody gets that card finished, but I don't want to rush ahead too much. Don't want to rush ahead too much. I know a lot of people aren't on Facebook. I understand. There's just no other place. Well, you can put your pictures over on our customer gallery. We love that too. You can add them over there and you don't have to sign up. Just have an account on the customer gallery is all you need for that. So that's pretty easy. Ooh, a lot of you guys are done. There's some 2s. I see a couple 2s. 1.5. Dawn, didn't you give me 1.5 earlier? I like Dawn. Here's the deal. I laugh about myself, and Sylvia can't stand this, but it's true. Sylvia will show me something, and my response is, I don't hate it. I've realized this about myself. I never say I love something. I'm always a 1.5 person. I don't hate it. You know, I can't say I love it. Sometimes I can. So there we go. Card number 1. I hope y'all start. I think this is adorable. I'm really happy with this card. I hope we love the other ones as much as this one. Oh no, you fell asleep during the live. Go back and watch. You'll enjoy it. All right, it's 9:30. I mean, it's 10:35. So we'll wait a few minutes to let you guys wrap up so we can go to the second card. We're going to do the card next because I like to get the cards done. To me, they're what takes, I don't know. In my brain, I want to spend more time on this. Like, I want to do the scrapbook last because it's bigger. I think that's what it is, because it's bigger and it makes me go, that has to be last. So we'll take a few minutes. That gives me a minute to clean up my station a little bit here. That never hurt anybody's feelings. Never hurt. I like to kind of reset anyway, so that's kind of good. Might use these again. No, I'm going to use alcohol markers. A matter of fact, while you guys are finishing up, I'm going to grab alcohol markers for my next one, and then I won't have to do that again. Just to give you all a second to wrap up. I'll just bring them all over so I don't have to decide. I can just have them all over here near me, and then I'll be ready to go when it's time to color. Finished enough, you'll color later. Sounds good. Oh, I can't wait for you to try them either. That's just quackers. That's quackers. I love it. Who am I sending this card to? I want to send this to somebody. I like that one. Okay. Let us look at our next card. And let's see what you're going to need. Now, this card, I'm going to have to do a little teaching. And you're going to get, after class, I don't send these to you ahead of time because they will confuse you. Okay. After class, we will send these to you. Artemitha, if you'd rather, versus send out an email, we could put the link to this PDF in the description of the video and you won't have to do that. Tell me which way you want to do it, because an email can be a little difficult, but we can literally just put this in the description. I don't send this to you early, this one, these parts of it, because you'll try to get ahead, and it's better for me to talk you through it and then send it to you. If you did not get the supply sheet, you need to make sure you're signed up for email and or text messaging. You know why, wait, you know why you can't tell ducks a joke? They quack up. That wasn't my joke. I read somebody's joke. It can go in the blog. Oh, good, good. Okay, I'll send you, not send you, I will load these and then you'll have them. So, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this guy. Here's what you need for it. In my opinion, today's, like I said, today's is going to be a tester for you, okay? So just play along and don't stress if your card doesn't turn out perfect. Let this be a tester. So here's what you're going to need. You need a piece of 12 by 12, okay, that is double-sided. And you see I'm picking one that has umbrellas on the front and it's green on the back because, and like I told you, I'll be using this stamp set today. I'm going to use our little girl right here, the little rain girl. So I'll be using Our God Reigns. Now, you're going to, like I said, you need a piece that works front and back. Now, if your pattern is oriented in a way that you can't just fold it and make it happen, in a minute, I'll show you how to fix that. So don't worry, okay? If we're going to be cutting this in half and then folding it down, it should work just fine, but there is a trick if it doesn't, okay? And I'll show you that. All right, so you're also going to need one 3.5 by 4 3/4, one 3 by 4, and one 2.5 by 3 3/4. Okay. And if you'll notice, when I did your little demo up here, I did dark, light, dark. That was just to show you you needed different colors. Okay. So I did a blue, a pink, and a blue to match my background back there. Okay. Now, we're only going to make one today, but there's a reason, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. This will make two bases, two card bases. All right. So we're going to put these guys aside for a minute. We'll mess with them in a few minutes. I want to talk about this big piece. Let me see if I can get more on the screen for you guys. So take out your 12 by 12. That's what I want us to work with first. Take out your 12 by 12. Then we're going to put this in our trimmer. Now this is important, okay? My orientation goes this way, up and down. When I put this in my trimmer, I want to make sure I cut away the bottom. Just remember, you want to cut away from the decorator strip, okay? So what we'll do is we'll put this into our trimmer and cut it at 11 inches. Now, why 11 inches? Because 5.5 plus 5.5 is 11 inches, and 5.5 is the height of an A2 card, okay? So put this in your trimmer with your orientation going this way and cut it to 11 inches. That's all we want to do to start. This piece, you can save it for something else. This is a great belly band piece, especially this side. That's a good piece to use for a belly band. And you might want to belly band this card. There is a possibility to do that, okay? So now that you have this cut down to 11, we're going to put it in our scoreboard. Now you could totally do this with your trimmer. I'm just going to the scoreboard so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And let me find my bone folder. I cleaned up a little bit in between, didn't I? All right, got my bone folder. And based on my piece that you're going to get after class, okay, we're going to score at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. So go with me, okay? I'll sit this like this so you can see those numbers above. So we're going to score all the way down. 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. Now, this only works if your paper orientation works. And I think all of them will. Okay, I think you're fine. So 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4. If y'all don't mind, I'm going to flip my page over and I'm going to score the other side as well, because this is Echo Part paper that I'm using, and sometimes it can crack on me, but I get the best results when I score both sides. I sort of retrained that one. Let me do it again up here. I just get the best results when I score both sides. Okay. Now then, we're going to cut this in half at 5.5. So we're going to go back to our trimmer, and this time to cut it in half, we're going to turn it again. Okay. Let me turn it just like we had in our trimmer. In our trimmer. I just want the top of the card to be going this way. Okay. Because I want you to hear me. This is 5.5 that we want right here. This is how we're going to get 2 cards out of this. We're going to cut 5.5 across. So I'm going to put this in my trimmer and I'm going to cut it to 5.5. Anybody confused about that? I kind of made that clear as mud. I'll be honest. I kind of made that clear as mud. 5.5 down the middle. So I have a card at the top and a card at the bottom. Anytime you have a question while we're going, you can always put a 2 and we know that you have a question. Now, here's what's really cool about this, okay? If you want these cards to look the same, you fold them the same. If you want your cards to look different, I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So if we go to our top one, and this short piece at the front, this 1 3/4 piece, I want to turn it backwards. And get your bone folder, and go ahead and crease that down. So I did that one backwards. Now this section, I want it to go that way. So I'm going to turn it like this. And then I can crease. And now our last one, I had ink on my surface, y'all. I see it now. I didn't see it before. This last one, we will fold back. Oh, I did that completely wrong. Give me a second. I did that completely wrong. What did I do wrong? Okay. I should fold this forward, this back, this forward. My bad. Let me do that again for y'all. Okay. Lay that out. So this piece actually comes in. This piece goes over. This is what we're looking for. Okay. So it gives you this kind of layered situation for this orientation. Okay. For the other one, unless I did this wrong, a while ago this worked fine. For this guy, what I'm going to do, it's not going to work, is it? Let me think. I just did this a while ago and it worked. Hang on, let me look at my pieces I did earlier. Because I will say this, the person I saw do this card the first time, they, yep, you'll have to do it that way. Okay. What they did was they cut this apart right here, and then they scored one and then the other. Let me do a sample of that for you so you can see. Don't worry, we can still use this. We're perfectly fine with it. We're going to use it because this will work great. But I want to show you what I'm talking about so it makes sense, because why did it work for me a while ago? I got to find those pieces I did because I want y'all to see that, because it worked a minute ago. And where did it go? I don't know what I did with them. They'll show up in a minute. Let me get another piece. Not that paper pack. Let me get my paper pack. I've got it covered up. Here it is. Okay, so let's find what we're looking for. Where did those I really am trying to find those samples I did that worked. All right, so let me find another piece in here. I bet it worked because I used a piece that the orientation did not matter, like this piece right here. I'll do it on here. Well, no, I need to do it on one where it matters so I can show y'all. We'll do it here. Okay, so same starting step is 11 inches, okay? All right, I'm going to go to 11. Now, what that person did to make sure all her orientation worked was she went ahead and cut this down to 5.5. I just wanted to score them at one time. That was what I was wanting to do. If you turn the paper over, it turns my umbrellas upside down. Did y'all see that? I know I'm not losing my mind. Make sure I'm not. This way, this way, this way works. Okay. But I want to do it the opposite way and I can't. You see what I'm saying? It turns my umbrellas upside down. Make sense? Make sure I'm showing y'all what I'm talking about. But I want to show y'all how the lady I watched do this card the first time, how she fixed it. What she did was she scored 1 this way, 1 3/4. I got to remember my numbers. Here it is. 1 3/4, 4 3/4. And then she did 7 3/4. Then she took the other piece, turned it upside down. Orientation is still up. Okay. And then she did 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4. Okay. Then it works because you can go this way. You see what I'm saying? So for your second piece, you need to flip it if you have this orientation situation. And I'll show you where you don't have to flip it in just a second, because I want this to make sense, and I'm probably making it harder than it has to be. I tend to do that. I really like these galoshes paper. I might use it. I don't know. We'll see. But see how that works like that? Okay. Then this one is going to work because we did it correct also. You put the boots on the inside. Ooh, I didn't do a good score mark because I'm rushing. Then see, our orientation does what it's supposed to do. So you may have to do that. So you may have to cut one apart. Then you can get 2 cards. Okay. Now let me show you how it doesn't matter, because I saw a piece in here where it wouldn't matter. And I want y'all to see, because if you're making this, I want you to think it out. Okay. This piece wouldn't matter. See that? Let's do it. I don't mind. This is kind of a good way to do an as many as, you guys. This is a lot of paper you could use up really quick. Let me do this one. Cut it to 11. The page I used earlier as a tester was B's, and I bet they went in all different directions. So this one's not going to matter because I can just flip it around. 4 3/4, 7 3/4. You'd think I'd memorize this. I'm going to flip this. Okay, then I'm going to cut this in half. So this way, whenever you're picking your papers for future projects, you'll know what to look for. My watch is like, you're almost there. Get up. Stand up. All right, so watch. So we want the blue. We do this. If we want the blue to be the back base, we do this. And bring this one in. Okay. That gives us sunshine there. But because we can flip this one any way we want, we can let the sunshine. I'm doing this left-handed. I'm going to flip it around. We can let the sunshine be the base. And then accordion fold. And then fold down. So see, it worked. That way you can do one page. So that's pretty cool, right? So look at all the, look how fast we made card bases. Look, we made 6 card bases from 3 pieces of cardstock. So if you want to as many as this guy. All right, let's go back. My plan was to use this one, which is really pretty with the little umbrellas. Okay. But I can't change my mind now because I got others. Let me show you. Let me get to my pieces. So these pieces were the ones I was going to use in here. Don't glue these down. I'll show you how this works in a second. I just want to see if I still like this paper now that I've got options. It's pretty cute, but I really love this galoshes paper right here. And I think it'll still work. Yep, I'm switching to galoshes, you guys. I want to use this one. Okay, let's now prep these. Now, here's what I want to tell you, just really quick. I did this because everybody can do what I'm fixing to show you. But this card is designed so you can use your die cut shapes on here. So if you have a die that has an oval, you have circles, you have postage stamps, you have tags, you have frames, whatever you have, you just use your nesting dies and show them off in these layers. Okay. But I did this because everybody can do what I'm fixing to show you. So what you do is you take your little rectangles. Okay. I'm going to use my cutting mat for this. And I'm going to cut an angle to make this a tag. So I'll take my pencil and I'm going to come in 3/4 of an inch. You could do an inch, but I'm going to do 3/4. I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch. And this is going to be my tag corner. So I'm just going to take my scissors and go across. And then I'm going to let this be my pattern everywhere. Okay. So I'll come over here. Well, I had to go all the way around the world, didn't I? I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to cut this off like this, just letting it be my pattern. You could trace it if you'd rather. I'm just going to hold it. Okay. So I've made that tag. Now I'm going to use this same piece to make sure these all work. Any dies that you have, I just wanted everybody to be able to play today. So this is why we're doing it this way. I'm going to snip this one. Yo, I really made that hard. Let me show you another way. Just do this. Line this guy up. Cut away what hangs over. I made that too hard. And then we'll take this guy and do the same thing. Line him up. Whatever way works for you to cut your 3/4 of an inch away. That's all we need to do. So all these tags will mimic each other. So now we have this, and then we have this. So again, this is just so everyone can play along today, but you could go into your stash and use dies. That's the kind of stuff that's hard for me to explain in the PDF. Like, it's just what we have to do when we get together. All right. What happens here is these guys get mounted. The biggest one, okay, the biggest one goes right here in the middle. This is where you'll put your sentiment or what have you, okay? I'm going to erase these pencil marks off the edge here. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this directly down into the middle. You end up cutting it? Yeah. It's not a bad idea to do it the way I showed you the second time. That was pretty easy. Just stacking it in that corner. And again, you probably have a die. You may even have a corner punch and you just want to do some rectangles and use a corner punch. That's fine too. So when you're lining this guy up, you're going to be looking at this distance and this distance and this distance and this distance are about the same. They won't be perfect because we're making this handmade, but it'll be close. That dot method saves the day because you can wiggle stuff around. So that one goes center. Then your next largest centers here, and it's still nest. Isn't that cool? You still get that little nest of your tag. And here you're just looking at 3 sides. See that? Bring mine in a little bit more. So you'll glue that one down like this, and part of it will hang over. Okay. So I'm going to open this up, and I tell you what, let me put that down to tell me where I'm going to glue. Y'all know I like to put my hand where I don't need glue, so I don't need glue on that side. So I'll dot up here. Then lay this down, wiggle it into place. I love that dot method too. I think it's really working. Wiggle that into place, smear it down. Then you guessed it, your top one nests again. Isn't that cool? People are brilliant. I found this on Pinterest. This was a Pinterest find for me. I've been doing a lot of research and trying to figure out what I can do. The thing is, I have to find projects that we can pretty much all do that aren't very specific. So these are the kind of things I feel good about us all doing together. I feel like everybody can accomplish this. You know, did I just glue that down like a big weirdo? I did. It's okay. I think I'm going to put white right there anyway. Like a big weirdo. I just got over gluey. I got into the dot method and didn't want to stop. All right. If you want to, you can go back on these guys and put down white. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to. I think I'm going to just keep going. All right. But I think this is kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. So let me show you what I'm fixing to do. I was going to color her before we got together, but I'm glad I didn't now because I changed my paper on myself too, didn't I? I went to a different paper. So this is my girl. And notice I have 2. This is a tip for you. I usually do 2. So if I mess up, I have another one. I'm going to try not to mess up. But because of this, I'm going to bring this paper over here and lay it out like this. This is my extra piece. I'm going to pick my colors like this. This way I can pick my colors for her. We're going to try to just do one. Let's start with her. Also, here's another trick because this is what I like to do. Get yourself a piece of white cardstock, just a scrap. Just a little bit. That's not a scrap. Let me find a real scrap. That looks like could be a card base. I don't want to use that one. Yeah. Piece of white. I'm going to put it right here. And then I can test colors and see if it's the color I really want to use, right? So I'm going to pull this out. Go like that. Oh, that's a pretty color, but let me see if it matches well. It's a little bit vibrant for me. Little too vibrant. I think I do want her little jacket to be pink though. Let me try this pink. I hope you don't mind me coloring. I feel like if I colored a little bit, those of you that wanted to catch up could catch up. I did fussy cut her, but you could use the SVG if you wanted to. I'm just quicker that way. If y'all are asking measurement questions, Tamitha is answering those for you. I don't want you to think I'm not answering you. Tamitha is getting those for you. And don't worry, you'll get the other pictures at the end. So I'm going to do her little jacket pink. Just like that. These markers are gorgeous. Oh, the way that alcohol moves, it's so pretty. Give her little sleeves. I think I'm going to do her belt blue. I'm not shading. I'm just doing rich color. I'm just laying it down kind of thick. All right, so there's that color. Let's pick a blue. This blue is kind of a dusty blue. Kind of dusty, like this one. Nope, that's kind of tealy. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Nope, it's a little too teal. Let's go more blue. It is kind of dusty. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Oh, that's a good color. Let's use our correct side. Yep, that's going to do it. So let's do this. Boy, my coloring is not good today, y'all. I am all over the place. Fortunately, alcohol moves alcohol, so I can kind of move it around. Where I got out of the lines, I'll just push it back up in the lines. Hopefully that'll work. All right, her boots. Maybe I match a pair that are in here. Like, these little yellow ones are super cute. Could I get so close? Or the green ones? I like the yellow. I think that's a good pop. Let's see if we can get that color pretty close. Let's see. Let's use our tester piece. Put some color down. That's a little too bright. Try this one. That's not bad for that secondary color. Let's go right here. I got so many yellows. That's really good for the secondary color. So I use that one. And now I just want a pale butter yellow. Let's try this one. This and this. That's pretty close. I'm probably not going to get exact, but that's pretty close. Let me try this one. This is not really yellow, but let's see what it looks like. What happens if I mix them? Nope, I don't like them mixed. All right, any more I want to try before I commit? I think that's it. I think we'll use these two. It may not be perfect, but it'll be all right. It'll be close. So let's come right here and let's do these yellow. Then I'm going to do this color around the top. You're going to have to trust the process here because this girl does not look very matchy. But remember, she's going to match the paper. Then, do I want to give her some jeans? Do I want to give her like little blue jeans tucked in or leggings? How about some leggings? What color do I have in here I haven't used? Let's see. Green. Let's see if we can get a close green. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's use that like she's got a little green leggings. We'll have to talk about that umbrella. Okay, the umbrella. Why don't we look at that sheet that has umbrellas on it for inspiration? That'd be cute if I could find what I did with them. There they are. Let's look for inspiration. The pink is cute. The pale pink. Or that pale blue. I have very little blue. We could do blue for the umbrella. And then maybe put a little dark in there. Let's do that blue. Since I've already picked the blue and I have very little of it, I think that'll work. And then we might play a little bit. We might add some polka dots or something. And I always do this. I'm doing one panel at a time because I may decide to do every other. Let me show you this. This might work. With this stamp set, I made sure there were enough of these panels on this umbrella to do every other evenly. because I have made umbrellas before where I had 5s instead of evens, and it just doesn't work the same. Then I might polka dot. I might polka dot. This is a lot of time where I regret things. I'm not regretting that. That's cute. I kind of like how they get bigger toward the bottom. Not bigger, but more spread out. That's cute. I like her. She's so cute. I'm just, talking myself up. What if we use the same color at the bottom to kind of ground her? So cute. All right, let's take her off of here. Y'all, I love coloring on this guy. Did you see how I can just do whatever I want to do? I love that. Spin it around, get it in the right direction. It's so cool. All right, so where did our card frame go? This is it right here. I wanted her to live like this down here, but I wanted a sentiment on here. Look how cute she looks. She's really cute. But I wanted a sentiment here. So I think I'm going to cut a piece to go here. So I'm just looking for measurement. I don't know that I want to go up into the point. I think I just want to do a square. So let me grab my ruler. This is not on your sheet because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. So 2.5. Let me go to where that's 2.5 by 3. So I need to do 2.25 by 2 3/4. So let me get a piece of white to do that with. 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, we said. And let's see what that looks like. You might just want to stamp your sentiment and cut it out, any of that kind of stuff. See, that'll be cute right there. Then we can put her here and then have a little sentiment or something on there. I could do raindrops on it. Oh, that would be cute to have rain on this. I like that. Let's do that. I did not tell y'all the paper pack I'm using. I'm sorry. I don't even know if Tamitha knew because I just went crazy and started going. It's this one, In Full Bloom. This is the perfect one. That's the bee one I did earlier, and that's what happened. See how they go in all directions? I have those cut laying here somewhere. I really want y'all to see them. All right, let's do raindrops over here like this. And I'm going to do them in black. And a lot of times you're like, maybe I should do them in blue. But here's the thing. You've got black right here, and it's good to kind of bring that around the page. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those in black. You could do them in blue ink, whatever feels best for you. This should fill in this area around her on the page. Clean up my ink. Learn from past mistakes. So then if I put this here, oh, look at the little rain. And then her like it's coming to her. And then we pick a sentiment together. And here's a trick for picking a sentiment. Boy, that one's going to look good right there. Let's see. You can put your sentiments right where you're at. That really looks good right there. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that. I don't know which stamp set y'all are using today. But I'm going to do this. Set that there. I'm going to bring this over and let it help me line it up. You have a dog named Raindrop. That's so sweet. That's a sweet one. That right there. then I'm thinking, let me look at this guy. There's these little splashes. This is where I go to. I do too much, you guys. All right, I'm not. It's where I do too much. Get that one. And then her right there. Look how cute that is on there. She really fits there well, doesn't she? I like that. Of course, I'm going to pop her up too. But I like that. I know y'all are screaming that you want me to ink her to make her stand out. And I might, but if I'm going to ink her, I'm using pale ink. Let me get like cookie dough or sand. Let's do sand. Mostly because it's right here in my face. Mostly because I'm looking at it. Sand dune. Let's do sand dune. I didn't ink everything, and I don't always ink everything. You do you, boo. Let's do a tester. You know me and my testers. Where'd my little ink page go? Right here. Y'all know me and my... Oh, yeah, that's not too dark. I don't want it to look dirty. I want it to look soft and gentle. Very soft. I'm not looking for brown here. That corner won't show, and I may not even do the other corner. I may just look like where the rain is. Oh, that's pretty. That's popping. Okay, so let's do her. Gentle. Not too dark. Not too much. Just enough to give her a little outline. Gentle. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Sand Dune. You did your job. Clean up the ink. My breath of Texas dust. That's it right there. It did help, and it doesn't look dirty. I just didn't want it to look dirty. I wanted it to look just a little soft, right? Okay, this is what's happening. We're gluing this down. How y'all doing? What are y'all using today? Did you use a different stamp set? Did you do a die? Did you go completely away and do a die set instead of the tags? Tell me what you're doing. And then we're going to pop her up. She needs to be popped up. Let's go. Where'd my little one go? I've done moved. Here it is. Might even need the smaller one, but let's see how she needs to be popped up. She needs to be popped up here, here, and down there. Here. Yeah, that's fine. And then her body can get one. And then her foot down here. Because she hangs over the edge on the other side. All right. Let's place her. I really like that one. Oh, that's so cute. Her popped up with the ink. Real cute. Real cute. All right, let me put this back because I'm making a mess. As if I clean as I go. As if I clean as I go. Okay. Now, you can take your time on the inside and you can add. Look, I'm sticking again. You can add mats. Anything you want. Isn't that adorable? I love how that turned out. What's really cool is it gives you lots of places to write. You see that? You know, you technically could glue. I kind of like this too. You could glue this section in the middle and have it open like a book. Let me do that and show you what I'm talking about because I think that's kind of cool. If you glued this section down, this is one of those you can let me do it so you don't have to things. We can glue this shut. And then it will open like a book. And I kind of like that. I'm going to open this flat and glue it press it really good. I got glue coming out. I kind of like that even better, you guys. Huh. Love that. So that's my card. I will add a sentiment later. I don't know what I want my sentiment to be. And I will probably add little images or something in here because you could use more of the images. But that's really cute. I really like that glued like a book. Y'all try that. That's pretty cool. She's cute. All right, you guys, it's 11:15. We're going to take a 5-minute break so you guys can go to the restroom. I need to as well. And then we're going to come back together and we're going to do our scrapbook page. Don't go anywhere. After the scrapbook page, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of tonight's video that goes up at 6 p.m. And anything else I need to tell y'all at the end of the day? I'll give you the sneak peek at the end of the day. Also, don't leave if you don't scrapbook. And let me tell you why. This scrapbook page I'm doing is kind of a neat technique, and I think you could put it into your card making. And you just never know what you might learn when I'm showing you something else too. It's a pretty cool little thing. So don't go anywhere, even if you're like, I don't really like to do scrapbooking. Stick around because I think you can. All right, I'm gonna put that in. Wow, we've made some cute cards today, you guys. I really like those. Let me find my pen for my glue, which is right here. And then I'm gonna run do my restroom break. You want to come chat to the folks while I restroom break? Because some people won't leave.
I can do whatever you want me
You
to
can
do.
come sit over here and say hello, and they might just want to chat with you, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to handle the waters. You know how that goes, right? I'm just getting ready for when I come back. Come over and chat. I'll be right back. Don't trip on anything. You have to walk strategically. Very strategically.
All right, guys. Old Vinny here. Hope you're having fun so far today. Anybody enjoying yourself? Really? Oh, me. It looked like y'all are having fun making some pretty cool crafts. It is a beautiful day in Clanton, Alabama. Not that that really matters to some of y'all, but hey, we are there. And I've been hanging out over on my side, just kind of watching, enjoying what you've been doing. Hope you have been having fun, that's for sure. We're looking forward to seeing a lot of folks in the few weeks coming up. Craft Acropolis, April the 13th through the 17th, Monday to Friday. So I hope you guys can make it to here to Clanton, Alabama to be a part of that. We look forward to seeing everybody. It's one of our favorite events every year, getting to be able to hang out and do things. Snowy and an ice storm. Are you kidding me? That's crazy that you're experiencing that kind of thing. No, none of that here. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be in the mid 80s today. And we're supposed to get some rain in tonight, overnight, before Easter. Minnesota is having winter mix. That's insane. Craft Acropolis is April the 13th through the 17th, and it is here in Clanton, Alabama. Excuse me, always one of our favorite times because we really get to hang out and just sit around and chat and visit. And it's just special for us to be able to spend time with each of you that are able to attend. And man, would love to have y'all come and join us. And the Make It Go round that's being done online, that's incredible, guys. Y'all need to take advantage of that. It's a great price, and it is going to be so much fun. So much fun. It's so cool when we get to collab with companies like Echo Park and Cartabella, and like we did before with the folks. Thank you, ma'am. From Dress by Craft. That was cool too. And so we hope you guys will sign up for that and get on it. it will be a lot of fun. And then there's also the Cricut.
You could have put your face in. I didn't put your face in.
Is it not there?
No, I have it out.
Oh, wow. Sorry, y'all. I thought you could see me.
Click, I don't know how to tell you. Click that button.
That button?
That face. There you are.
There I am. Now you can see me on the side. Can we just make it big?
If we want to. What time is it?
Look at there. Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 11:20. So you need to get back to busy. But anyway, I hope you guys will come and be a part of that. Make it go round. It's going to be so much fun online. And also, as I was talking about the Cricut class, it's kind of a step up, the sticker class. You want to take advantage of that too? Okay. My mate says I got to go. So now it's y'all's turn. Well, she said, get out.
It tastes like candy, like sour candy.
Is this the ones that Patty sent us?
Yes. So good.
I'm fixing to eat. Y'all have fun.
It tastes like Sour Patch Kid.
I'm gonna go out the way I came in.
It's got a kick to it. Now y'all can see him. All right, let me do. That's what I want to do. What am I doing? Scrapbook layout. Oh, I'm excited about the scrapbook layout. All right, I've got to reset for a second. So go ahead and get everything you have for your scrapbook layout out. And we'll talk about it. Now, me and scrapbooking. I haven't done it for years. And I was never really like a scrapbook pro even back in the day. Okay. But for this layout, I tried to do a little bit of my as many as brain. I tried to mix it in there so we don't I didn't want to have a lot of waste. Okay. So this is why we're doing it. This is why I'm doing it this way. This scrapbook layout is going to utilize 3 pages to make it happen. Okay. And this is an image you will get after class. It'll be in the description and on the blog post. Okay. So what you needed for this is you need 2 12 by 12 bases because we're doing double layout. Okay. Then you need 2 pieces that coordinate with each other. And these are the 2 I chose that coordinate. And you actually get 4 options because you have fronts and backs. Notice that I'm using paper from the set called, I got to show y'all this set. Oh my goodness. It is so good. Where's my little, where did I put it? Here it is. I just like to keep the front so I can show y'all. This right here, it's called Feels Like Home. Okay. I wanted to do a page to put a couple pictures from the house in. I don't have the pictures yet because the house is not finished enough for me to get the pictures I want to put into my scrapbook. So I'm going to make the layout today and leave the hole for the pictures. But that's what'll go. That's why I'm doing it home themed. And I thought this was really cute. Okay. So take your base pages, your 12 by 12 bases, and put those aside. We're just going to glue onto that later. Okay. You're going to need 2 photo mats. And for me, I'm going to do this today because I'm not putting a picture here. If you're putting a picture in, you can just put your picture in. But I'm going to do this so I know that, I don't know, but that'll finish my page for me. And then when I have pictures from the house, I'm going to put that in. Now, let me show you how our little cheat sheet works. So this is your cheat sheet, okay? So your 2 12 by 12s are your base pieces, your dark colors, okay? These are these. Now, one of them is going to be considered your dark and one's going to be considered your light, okay? I'm going to let this one be this one and this one be this one. It doesn't really matter, but that's how I'm going to do it to keep it in my brain, okay? So what I need to do is I need to cut this guy down to 11 and a half. We're going to do 1 page at a time. Cut this guy down to 11 and a half, okay? So I'm going to, it really won't matter. Remember, today's kind of a tester for you. You can always go, my next one, I'm going to do it different. Okay. Now then, I'm going to go 11 and a half. by 11.5. We need to do both. I see you saying I should do before and afters. Here's the thing. I have the videos. I have my vlogs. So I don't really have to do that so much. That's why I was like waiting for like pretty to just put in my scrapbook, because I was thinking the other night, how cool is it? I'm going to have the videos. We're going to have those vlogs to go back and see the house, which actually for us, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but we film them in advance. And so when we watched the edit back, Vince and I were like, man, this house has changed since the edit we just watched. I'm looking at Vince when we're talking about it, but it's so cool how much it's changed. Okay. I tell you what, while we got the trimmer out, go ahead and, do 11.5 on both of them. Let's go ahead and get that cut done so we don't have to think again later. 11.5 on both, which I think is really, we were looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh. It's also kind of hard because when Tamitha was doing the video, I was like, she sent me the first edit and I said, wait a minute, did you not get the cabinet footage? Like, because the cabinets have been changed, and she didn't, but she doesn't know that. I know that, right? So interesting. Okay. Here's what we're going to do next. On what will be your dark piece. Here's why this matters, because we want the dark piece to be the one we cut first. Okay, so this is going to be my dark piece. We're going to cut it like this. Okay, pay attention for a second. We're going to go in 6.5 inches, and we're going to go up 6.5 inches and make a mark on this corner and this corner. So let me look at it. We're going to go in 6.5, up 6.5. So get your ruler. And let's make marks. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can see it. And I'm going to go, oh no, this way. Go from your left corner and measure 6.5 inches. From the left top corner, 6.5 inches. I'll bring that picture in just a second and show y'all again. Right here, 6.5. Okay. Then from my right bottom corner, I'm going to go up 6.5 inches and make a mark. Then I'll be cutting that away. Not yet. I'm going to. Now from this corner, I'm going to go up 6.5 inches. Am I going up or no? I'm not going up on this corner. I'm going down on this corner. Let me bring this in and show y'all. You're going in and down, and then you're going to go up and over. So here, I'm going to go down 6.5 inches. Glad I looked. Glad I looked. 6.5. And then I'm going to come from the bottom corner over 6.5. I'm going to turn my page around on myself. Hope y'all are getting it better than I am. This is my corner that I need 6.5 right here. And then in from this side, 6.5. So let me hold this image up to screen for y'all to see it. Okay. Right here. From the top left, over 6.5, from the top left, down 6.5. From the bottom right, up 6.5 and in 6.5. And that's where you make your mark. Then we're going to cut those. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my trimmer again. And I'm just going to go from mark to mark. Now you got to remember your marks. This is my top left. This is my bottom right. So I want these two marks to go to each other. And I'm going to sink my blade, go up and down. Keep this piece. We're going to use it. Then I'm going to turn it around and get my other cut. 6.5. Right there. Sink my blade, up and down. And keep this piece because we're going to use it too. Okay, so let me show you what you end up with. You end up with this. That's what we're looking for. Now, don't do this to both pages because the other page is different. But this is this page. When you get this page done, give me a 1. That flower paper is so pretty. Thank you guys for so many of you said we're making it our own. We really are. We really are. And I got to tell y'all, okay, I'm going to say this, Vinny, and you can talk about it, okay? There was a comment made in the vlog, which I can see why it was made. And it was that Vinny is just kind of going along with me and he seems to be in limbo. The day I filmed that clip, there's so much that happens behind the scenes that we don't film. We had literally just been loading that vehicle up, and we were going up and down, up and down, up and down stairs and back in the driveway and blah, blah. We were so tired. And I turned that camera on and you were toast, you know? And you were answering me slow. And I saw it too. I thought, he's so tired. But I think some people saw it as you were like, I'm just doing my thing in the house and you're not doing yours. And that, I'm going to say it like this. That's really not true. I hate that it looks like that.
Oh, absolutely not. That's not true. Now, I will say that you and we had the big house that we lived in now that I picked. You never was crazy about the house.
Yeah.
And you absolutely love this house. And you have made me love it with all the creative things.
I love this house so much. I can't stand it.
The thought of it being available for you to be able to film at home and get stuff done.
Can't wait.
Is such a huge benefit to us.
Yep.
The fact that I can go in the kitchen, take out the trash, roll the can to the street.
Except the kids always did.
Walk up a step. I don't have to wait on Joe to do it anymore. I don't have to call Josh or Thomas to come do something for me that I could not do because of the steps.
But the thing is, you are helping me with decor. We are
100%.
Just like yesterday. We went yesterday and we got vlog clips from some of this, but we went yesterday and picked out stuff for the bedroom because we wanted to do it a little bit different. And he was so involved. He was even like, that's not the right one, or that's it. He's very good at that. But in that video, I did you an injustice because you were toast.
You did. But I mean, I was tired and I probably wasn't as, happy as I should have been at the moment.
Well, you were sad too because the move had started.
Yeah, it is sad too.
Let me say this and we'll talk while I go. I'm sorry. We're going to go in. This is our top left. We're going to go in 5 3/4 and down 5 3/4. And then from bottom right, up 5 3/4 and in 5 3/4. So anyway, this is 5 3/4 this time, not 6 1/2. Now you can go.
But you said it this morning. What do you want? Do you really just want me to be happy? Of course. That's what I want.
What?
You have lived in a house that I picked for 20 plus years of our marriage. It's time for you to get to pick something that's what you want.
But I don't want people to think you're miserable, because I think if you can say that stuff and people will be like, man, she is making him do this.
She's 100% not making me do this. I want, all along, we sold that piece of property to be able to make this happen. And I've told you all along, I want it to be what you want. And
also, the thing that we haven't talked about is we studied this house for months. We looked at, how many houses did we look at?
I can remember William even called and said, hey, look, do you want to come look at this house again before you go sign the papers? I'm like, William, we've looked at the house 40 times.
How could we possibly look at it again?
How could I possibly look at it again?
Yeah, we were in that house probably more than the owners were the last 3 months of that house.
Oh, yeah.
Because they weren't from here. Yeah, they weren't from here. So
but
I hope I did that cut right just then, because I just cut it. And I'm pretty much feeling like I didn't do it right.
Well, I'm sorry. Talk.
Man, it wasn't just you, it was me too. Let me just double check. Yep, I did it wrong, but I wonder if I can still make it work. I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to fix it.
I'm thrilled with our new home. It's wonderful. There's still some things that I got to do to make it exactly what we want, but we're doing it a step at a time.
I might have done this right. She might have done it right. He's using the room mic, and I have it over here, but
I'm just kind of talking, so sorry.
Okay, let's look at this. Now, here's the deal here, okay? You probably can see that now, once we've cut these points, we're working with these corner pieces, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is put these guys aside.
If I put my mic on, was that?
It would help. Yeah, they can hear you if you put your mic on. Okay, so I'm going to set that there. All right, now I'm going to get my solid back layer out. So I'm going to get my brown layer, which mine is brown. Get my solid piece, okay? And now we're going to design. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one piece in the top corner like that. And then this piece is going to lay over it. And you have options. You can put this flush, which I thought this was pretty flush like this so you could see more of that back. Or you can float this. If you'd rather float it in the middle and have that show all the way around, you can do that. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I'm going to put this guy in this corner. And also, if you don't want to cover, you're going to see more floral on the next page. This page shows off the back page. And you can decide. You can float it in the middle so you have a mat all the way around. Or you can slide it up like that. I'm going to slide it up because that was kind of my plan. And then I'm going to show you about the photo. Okay. So don't glue anything down yet. I want you to see how this is going to work before you glue it down. Here they are. So then you're going to take your picture mat and your picture and place it here. Now, if you wanted to do any other embellishment, you have so many options for your embellishment. Okay. And I'm going to look at my paper pack and see what I want to do, but there's so many places for embellishments. That's how this page lays out. Then your second page, let me show you how it lays out. This is how we're getting the use out of all of that cardstock. Okay. This page lays out like this. This guy is going to lay here and it won't go all the way to the edge because we cut it down a little bit on purpose. See how that goes like that? And you have that little edge around it. And then this guy is going to lay corner to corner with your other page. Okay. So it'll be flush down here, but you'll see that back page behind. Now, couple things. If you don't want all that paper behind here, you can cut that out and just put the strips and take that center section out. Or you could, if you want more of that to show all the way around, you can come in and cut here. Matter of fact, I'll show you what I mean. If I measure this, it's 1/2 inch. If I go to my trimmer and I cut off 1/2 inch here, I'm just going to go right here and do 1/2 inch. And on this side, 1/2 inch, I'll measure at the bottom. Now, before I cut the other end, I'm going to do a tester and see if I still need to do 1/2 inch down there. Okay, so this way gets me quarter, 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 and you might like that. Okay, but I think I am going to go ahead and do the 1/2 inch at the bottom. I'm scared to do half. I'm going to do a quarter and walk my way into it because I think that's what I want to do. So I'm cutting a quarter off this time. I can always cut more off. I can't put it back. My math didn't want to math, but I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it all the way around 1/2 inch. Nope, I kind of like that. It's not exactly 1/2 inch, but if I go 1/2 inch, it's not going to be the look I want. So if you wanted to do something like that, okay, then this photo is designed to sit in the center, just like the other one. So your focal points are both center. Let me bring this out. So see how your focal points are center, but your pages change. Also, another thing, if you see how I laid this one out, how I have the points here, the line here, and then the line here, you can do the same thing here. I'm just going to turn this because I haven't glued anything down. I want to look at my embellishments. So if you want this to look, wait, I still didn't do it right. It goes here. Here we go. If I want this to look, if I want this line to work this way, which is how I designed it, okay, then it would be like that. So your line works like that. Now, I think I'm going to look at something to go behind this. You don't have to, okay? You can do anything you want, but I want to look in my paper pack and see what else I can showcase in this layout. And if you have anything coordinating what you use today, you might have something you want to showcase too. I may not. That's a sea of brown right there. I'll tell you what might be cool. Let me see something. If I put this where it showed there, let me see something. I like the graphicness of the corner to corner. I really do. I'm going to lay this here like this. Let me cut that edge off. Cut that decorator strip off. I'll put these flowers here in this corner. I'd have to cut that down a little bit more because it's 12 by 12 now. How did these look in this corner? Oh, I kind of like that, y'all. What a cool way to use those flowers. I kind of do this like this. Do this like this. Put this like this. Oh, I kind of like that. I still need to cut it down a little bit more so I can see the brown behind it. But that's kind of cool too. You can do anything you want. Let's see what happens if I flip these over. Oh, look. This is the one, y'all. That's the one. Look at that. See how you're just playing with these pieces? We're just playing and placing. And I love how that one looks. And then this one next to it. Then I can just add something light here too if I want to. Let me cut this page down a little bit more. So play around and let's see what you come up with too. I'm going to cut 1/4 of an inch off all 4 sides. I might use these on the next page. I want to show y'all something too before I do it. Do you see how that flower falls off the page? That's perfect because when I do this, it's the same thing. The flower falls off the page already, so I'm not messing it up in any way. You're going to be able to play and play and play with these layouts. I'm just going to be giving you basic layouts that you can just go to town with. I love these strips. I'm probably going to use those on that next page. All right, let's lay this back out again. Be a lot of picking up and laying down. But are you picking up what I'm laying down? A lot of picking up and laying down. I love the mimic of the angle from page to page. So I do want to keep that. So this here. Oh, y'all can't see the whole page. Let me bring this up. There we go. I love that. I love how the angles are going to match each other. Then this and a title. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? What a cool way to use the flowers on that page. I'm going to leave that like that for a second, and we'll put that down. Let's work on this guy. These strips, what color's on the back? Ooh, kind of a plaid. Okay, so let's put this guy back where he was. About like that. Get him kind of straight. Let's see if we want to do this. Wouldn't this show off this angle even pretty if we added that? Might even just add the green. I think the green is real pretty. We did a strip like this. Maybe 2 strips side by side. And then if we go to the sticker sheet, I bet there's something that we could almost make look like a buckle or something. Look at this. I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm just looking. Wouldn't that be pretty on top of those stripes in that corner? I don't know. We're going to keep going and see what we get here. Those little pictures are cute. There's also some really, really cool cut aparts. I'm going to look at those too before I make a decision. There's these. Look how pretty. Oh, this paper pack. I'm at home when I'm with you. That's a cute one. That's a cute one right down there. Do you see that one? I kind of like that one. I want to see if I can make something happen here. Yeah, that's one of those pages that we never know exactly what to do with. But I love how it really brightened that page up. To see. I know that still has the decorator strip on it. I just wanted to see. I wish that roof line would do what I want it to do, and it might. It might. Also could move this guy down and put this guy up. Oh, look at that. I'm really liking that. And do that same mat, that same color underneath. Is it this one? Yeah. I hope you guys are playing this much with yours too. And I hope you enjoy the basic layout. And again, this is how I know it would be neat if I could give you every single thing, but the problem is everybody has such different tools and supplies. If I give you the basic layout, then you can play and go to town. Love that. Loving that very much. I still want something here, but I'm thinking stickers. I think that really brightened that up. Stickers are even more paper. This little house is cute. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe paper. Let me look at paper. I might just cut a corner to put there. Just cut a corner. Oh, the plate wall. Remember how much I love this page? I could do that over there. All right, let's see how big I need it to be. Let me put this sticker back because I don't want to waste it. This is a great sticker. I'm always looking for this kind of sticker, you know. That's not how it goes. Not how it goes. How it goes. Nope. There's how it goes. There we go. Okay. Let's see what size corners I need. What did I cut that down to? That was this page. The dark page was 6.5, wasn't it? So if I went to 6 and if I went to 7. Okay, let me show you my plan here. To fit in that corner, I'm going to take this page and I'm going to do basically what we did on that other one, but I'm just going to go further. Okay, so I went 6.5 on that one. Oh, I got to cut this down to 11.5. Get this down to 11.5 because that's where we started on the other one. Then I'll go. I went 6.5 on that one. I kind of want to go 7. I want it to be a lot. Help if I did this. 7. And then up 7. And then I'm just going to mimic it on the other side. I won't have to measure that side. Let's cut it and see if it works. See how brave I'm being? I know this is not ruining the paper because I can use this paper even in these crazy cuts, these crazy offcuts. Won't be a problem. So let's see if that worked. Here, because I wanted a gap between, and then I did something wrong. Maybe it's this way. Well, I don't hate that, but that's what happened in it. No, what happened? Did I not do 7 and 7? Okay, what did I do wrong? It feels like I didn't do 7 and 7. It's okay. I got more corners. Feels as though my math is off. 7. 7. My corner feels off. All right, let's do this. That's kind of okay. Let's do this. Go like that. Now this is me doing my thing. Let's go here. And we'll come out here. You ever just do your thing? And we'll come out here. Now that should get me the angle I want, and I can mimic it. Somehow this is how I design for y'all, and then I put it in paper so y'all don't have to do this part. The designing part is usually the hardest part. Now let me see if this is better. It's still not perfect. That side's much better. Okay, maybe we just use the whole piece instead of wasting it. Let's just use the whole piece. Let's go back. It won't look exactly like I wanted it to, but it'll be all right. It'll look good. So if I take this piece and I put it on here like so, so I get my corners. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't cut it to 11 by 11, y'all. Well, I found the issue, but that's okay. 11.5 by 11.5 is where I messed up. Okay, and I want these two corners to show. So I'll put that there like that. Then I'll put this here like this. This will just make it happen without having to worry about it anymore. Oh, wait, which is the bigger one? It's the floral one on this side, isn't it? No, the floral is the, okay. So it's this one. And then it's this one. It's fixing to come together. It's fixing to come together. You're going to see it. It's coming together. Look how pretty. Then this down here. Then this up here ish. I'll decide that placement in a minute. Then I've got some room for pretties too. Okay, I'm going to glue that down like that. This one worked. I just had to get there. Where I messed that up, if y'all want to do the way I showed you, you got to cut it to 11.5 by 11.5. That's where I messed up. Also, before I glue this down, I'm going to glue this to it so I can get my corners right. And I'm going to use tape runner because my glue situation, it takes a while with these bigger pages. So I like to use tape runner for these. Now, I cannot wait to see what you guys are doing because they're all going to look so different and I want to see them. So you got a couple of places. Our Facebook group. You also can post on your own socials and tag me. And if you tag me, I can typically find it. And the reason I'm going to do this first is because I can line these corners up and get this to lay correct. So put that down like that. Then I'll put this other piece on. When the paper pack's so pretty, it doesn't matter if you flip it to one side or the other. That's what you like. When every side works, we love that. We love it. Then this guy goes in here. Like so. Then this guy. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it, but I have a fresh one right here. It's just a different adhesive, but I'll put it for now and then we'll change it. I have a refill laying here somewhere. I just got to find it. Pretty. Okay, we'll use glue for these. We'll glue these together. We're getting close. I'm supposed to be done in 6 minutes. I probably will be close to that. I probably will be. I see people leaving. That's okay. You guys have a great day. I know 2 hours on a Saturday morning is kind of tough, ain't it? But I'm having a good time, and I'm glad y'all let me come into your homes. And I kind of like that hanging over that point. I'm not gluing it down yet. I ain't gluing it down yet. That was just me trying a theory that didn't work, so I just ended up going a different way. You don't have to do that. That was me trying something else. So now I have another triangle I can use somewhere else. I messed my measures up so it didn't work. See, if I do this, if I have them hang over that point like that, I get the same mat. If I want to do it that way, then I have that center for a title. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to glue these down that way. The thing about scrapbooking is this 12 by 12, you have so much opportunity. There's so many things you can do with all this space. I really love it. I'll glue this one down. Then I'm going to glue my other page down, and then we will call it a day, because then they need the photos, but I don't have the photos yet. I don't know which ones are going to be. Don't know which ones I'm going to use yet. Okay, so there's that one. I love that. That's so pretty. And then, oh, I like how thick it is too. Let's put this one together. This triangle has fallen on the floor so many times. Okay, from here to here. Take this off. Turn this guy over. Putting this on thick so it won't dry on me. Somebody should be proud I didn't put this plaid down. Somebody should be proud and shocked that I did not put the plaid on. It's not like me not to use that plaid. But I do love this page. Honestly, let me show y'all. These pages are made for this right here. They're so you do that, and then you put a photo in the middle, and boom, the page is done. Or you go this way, or whatever. But we're going to add our corners because I think they're cute, and I don't want to waste them. I don't want to waste them. Oh, thanks, Leilani. I really love them too. I look forward to them. Designing for them is a little difficult, like I said, because I'm trying to do things that everybody can participate in. So that makes it a little bit difficult. But the more we go and the more everybody has their stash and the more everybody gets used to crafting with me and kind of knowing how I do things, it'll probably get easier because we'll just kind of all become kind of the same when we craft together, you know? It's kind of like cropping together, I guess. And in case you're new here, a couple things you need to know. If you want to get the prep sheets for this, okay? If you want to get the prep sheets for what we're doing, you need to sign up for texting and emailing or one or the other on our website at maymaymadeit.com, so you can for sure get those prep sheets every month. And when you get the prep sheets, you can craft along with me. We make 2 cards and a scrapbook layout. And you never know, we might even mix that up sometimes. If I ever feel like, hey, this is a project we really would like to do, I may mix that up. We may not always do 2 cards, but I like it. So far, it's been fun. It's crazy to me how much a scrapbook page can change just by moving paper. Imagine if I just slid these up just a little bit and they had another point right there. I mean, you can just change everything with a little flick of the wrist. Yeah, Patty. I would love to do a sewing class with you guys. I have not tried to do one online yet. I'm not sure, but I would love that. Because the sewing room is at the house and because we've been moving, and I just haven't had time to even think about doing any sewing projects. But in the new house, there's so many things I could be sewing. So I'm sorry y'all hadn't seen me much on my sewing channel. But I really do want to get back over there. I cannot wait to get my studio set up because then I'll be able to do project after project after project. Because I'll probably just live out there. I probably won't, but I will enjoy being able to go out there anytime I need to. I told Vinny that today. I said, one day we won't go to the shop on Saturday mornings. I'll just go right out to the studio and be ready. Okay, so let's look at these pages that I just did. And they will get pictures, just not today. But look how pretty. I love how that angle works together. That was kind of what I was going for with that layout, to give you that kind of angle. I love how that looks. Oh, that's so good. I love this. Look, babe. Look how pretty the angles are.
I like that.
I do too. Now, they don't have titles or anything like that. I'll do the titles another time when I decide what I'm putting there. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. Another Made It Society. This is our second one. I love this, and I hope y'all do too. I know there's been a lot of stuff new kind of for you today, like you didn't know before. Or, you know, a lot of you guys are asking questions about maybe it's tools or maybe it's videos we talked about or maybe it's classes. What I want to tell you is you can always reach us on our website. We have a chat feature. We have email. We have a phone number. We have a retail store. You can come visit us in Clayton, Alabama. There's always a way to get in touch with us. And we would love for you to be a part of our Made It. So much fun. All right. We're going to head out. That's going to be it for today. And we are going to go. I think this afternoon is going to get tuxes for a wedding. Did you remember that? Today's that day. So we're going to go. Joe's going to be looking at tuxes. And I'll be honest with y'all. Looking for clothes with boys can be difficult. So pray for us, right? You want to pray as we head out?
I can.
I'd love that.
This to
okay.
You. I would appreciate your prayers for Josh and Taylor. Big news on Wednesday. They go into the hospital to start her induction process to bring little Davis into the world.
We're excited. He can't talk now. He's super
excited about that.
We have so many babies coming this year. It's going to be exciting.
I want to encourage you to pray for Josh and Taylor. I mean, if Davis don't get here before then, Davis will be here Thursday.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to be here soon.
We're excited. Don't know what that means for a Thursday night live show, but we'll keep you posted.
We'll keep you updated.
Okay.
We'll keep you updated.
But if you would please remember us and them for this exciting thing. And if you don't have a church home, please go celebrate the risen Savior tomorrow at church.
He is risen indeed.
Easter. And the greatest gift ever given to us was Jesus on the cross, paying the price for my sin and for your sin so that you could spend eternity with him. And I hope you'll find him and meet him and go celebrate him tomorrow in church. Let's pray together. God, I thank you so much for who you are, for how much you love us, for the sacrifice that you made through your son Jesus to pay the price for my sins and the sins of every person in this whole wide world. God, as I said the other day, it's hard to understand that kind of love. But if I could understand it, it wouldn't be that special. But because it's beyond my imagination, that makes it incredibly special that you love me that much. I pray, God, that if there's any person here that doesn't know you, God, today will be the day they accept you as their Savior, and then they can celebrate what Easter is all about tomorrow. I pray for Josh and Taylor, God, that you just be with them this coming week as they become parents for the first time. What a huge blessing. I thank you for that. I know how hard they struggled, but God, you were always faithful. Lord, it seems like we're going to have so many wonderful grandbabies this year. I lift up Jared and Samantha and Thomas and Jenna as they're all expecting this year. God, I ask today as we go look at suits for Joe's wedding, oh God, that you would bless that. How cool that the baby boy's getting married. I just thank you for all of our blessings. There's too many to count. But we love you. We give you praise. We give you honor and glory for who you are. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. You're a blessing too. When we count blessings, y'all are a big, big part of our blessings. That's why we like to spend Saturdays when we can with you. And today it's been fun. Oh, I forgot to tell you the sneak peek. I told you I'd give you a sneak peek. I was going to give y'all a real sneak peek. I didn't give everybody a real sneak peek. Look how wide this is. If you know, you got to watch tonight at 6 p.m. I'm so sorry I forgot to tell y'all this. Tonight at 6 p.m., you'll get to see me remake that folio. I should get in trouble. I should get a demerit for that. Vince got a demerit this morning. I should get a demerit for that.
Yeah.
That's on me. I apologize. I love y'all. We'll talk about your demerit later. I love you guys. Till next time. Bye now.
Bye, guys.